Hi everyone, Denise from Salvaged Inspirations here, and thanks so much for joining me today. Today I'm sharing how to use gel stain. In my opinion, it's much easier and way more forgiving to use than actual traditional stains. So if you have a piece of furniture that maybe has a dated stain on it or a dated pre-existing finish, or if you have a freshly sanded piece of wood, raw wood, that you would like to stain right from scratch, gel stain is an excellent option. Easy to use, very forgiving. So just let me get set up and I'll be right back. I'm using Dixie Belle's No Pain Gel Stain in Walnut, plus their applicator pad. And how I work it is I work the long end of the applicator pad just so it covers more surface when I'm actually applying it. This color is walnut and it's quite beautiful. Pine is one of the harder woods to stain. The grain is not as appealing as a lot of other stains, for instance, say mahogany or walnut, etc. But I mean, it still looks great. In this case, I wanted it to be a rustic sort of look. So I'm not using a wood conditioner. If you want the stain to turn out a little more even and have the wood accept the stain in a very even sort of way, a wood conditioner is a great idea to apply first. But in this case, I'm kind of looking for a rustic look, so I just went with it. The first step is to open the can and give it a stir. Second step is I apply it onto my applicator pad, but you can also use a shop towel. You can use a lint-free cloth or rag. Anything will work so long as it's lint-free. And then I just work in even rows. I take it, the applicator pad covers a good 4 to 6 inches. So I just take it step by step, and I'm not too particular about the way I put it on. When I run out of the stain, I apply more. As you can see, I use the craft stick to apply more. I use quite a generous amount, especially when I'm working with raw wood, such as this pine. But if you are working with an existing finish, you'll find that you don't need quite as much gel stain. You start off with a smaller amount, and you'll get the feel with how much you'll need if you're working with a pre-existing a pre-existing finish. But as you can see here, I just work row by row. I apply it on a new row. And then I just lightly backtrack, always going with the grain of the wood. I never go against the grain. If there's a little bit extra on there, that's fine, because I go back with a shop cloth and remove any of the excess. As you can see, this whole process of staining the top of this chest took me all of about 3 minutes. I'm not overly particular with it, but I am strategic about it. I do one row at a time, one row, and then I backtrack just to kind of even it out. So when I'm first applying it, there is a normal amount of pressure on it. I don't find that you have to be light and dainty with it at first. And then as I backtrack, as I go over it again, I do go a little lighter handed with it. But I mean, so long as everything's covered and you like the looks of what's going on, you're good to go. It's super easy to use. There is about a 6 to 8 hour dry time because it is oil based. There also is a scent to it. Because it's not water based, you will have a smell. Again, wearing gloves is very, very important because your hands will get very dirty, and it is hard to get off the nails and off your hands. But aside from that, this is a fabulous product to update your kitchen cabinets, dining room tables, dining room sets, coffee tables, dressers, whatever has an old, unappealing finish on it. It's a great way to update. Just get yourself a color that you like and give it a light sanding, and you can apply it right over a pre-existing finish, or you can go right from scratch and do it on raw wood as I have here. I waited until the next day to apply a second coat because I did want the finish to look a little darker. You can keep on adding additional coats until you get the darkness and the richness that you want from gel stains. I apply it the exact same way as I applied the first coat, but as you can tell, it does get quite darker. Also, if you do have a few streaks on your first coat, the second coat will always look after that. Once the second coat is totally dry, or however many coats you decide to put on, then you do need to top coat it to protect all your work. I'm going to be using gator hide. However, in the photos, I haven't top coated yet because I ran out of time, but I will be using gator hide to top this off. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's encouraged you to give gel stain a try for your furniture that's sitting around and you don't like the looks of. Please feel free to give me a like if you found this tutorial helpful. Subscribe here on YouTube, or I'd love to see you over at salvagedinspirations.com, where there's over 400 easy step-by-step do-it-yourself furniture painting tutorials. I hope you have a fabulous day. Stay safe and see you soon.